Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back and welcome to the How to Get Infinite Prayer Guide. So this is not using any kind of game hacks or anything like that. There's definitely a way to do this without, you know, cheat codes. So we're going to go in here. I need to grab my ring. Woo, ring. There we go, right there. Okay, so you're going to need a couple different items for this one. The items themselves are they have some steep requirements, I'll be honest, but altogether they're not really that bad. What you're going to need to do is go to Daemonheim, and you're going to go to the store. When you get to the store, basically you're just going to be buying um, a couple of different items from the store here. So we'll go over to the shop. All right, as you're looking through here, you notice you see the Bone Crusher. You're going to need this. So you need 34,000 coins to buy the Bone Crusher. The reason why is because part of this combo is breaking down the bones or like automatically burying the bones for monster drops. So that's like basically a must-have. You could do this without it, but it would be not anywhere near as good. And honestly, you just shouldn't do it. So go ahead and snag yourself a Bone Crusher if you don't already have one. After that, you're going to be needing to buy the Demon Horn Necklace. Demon Horn Necklace requires 90 prayer, as you can see, and it's 35,000 coins to get that one, or dungeoning tokens to get that one. So you're going to need the Demon Horn Necklace. You're also going to need the Bone Crusher. And then after you have both of those, go ahead and equip them like I have here. So the Demon Horn Necklace, you'll see it gives you a prayer bonus of 5. It doesn't give you any like stat bonuses beyond the prayer bonus, but that's okay. You'll make up for that with the fact you're going to have infinite prayer, which means you'll be able to infinitely run your curses like Anguish, Turmoil, and Torment, which will give you better stats than a lot of the necklaces themselves are going to give you. And then, so you can also, if you've already done it with Slayer, you can go in your Slayer tab in your tool belt, and you can go all the way over to the Bone Crusher, and you can put that in your tool belt. That way it doesn't take up any space. So very good method here. It doesn't really take up much space. You can go into your settings, and this is what you're also going to have to do. So you go into settings, go to Bone Crusher. On your Bone Crusher, make sure that you toggle on the bones to be crushed of the type of monster you're going to be killing, where you want to get infinite prayer. If you notice that the creature that you're going to go kill does not give you a 100% bone drop, then this method does not work on that creature. So there are just some monsters you cannot do the infinite prayer on. All the things you can though, as you see, most every dragon, Dagonoths, you can do quite a few things. Eruts are great for this. Another thing too you're going to need, and that's for the second type of this method, and I'll be getting to that, is the attuned ectoplasmator. You get that basically from killing ghosts, so it as a drop. You need to recharge this with ghostly essences, which you also get from nearly anything that's a ghost. So pretty easy to get. You probably have already gotten some before. But you can get those from most things that you're killing using the ectoplasmator on. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and teleport. So I'm going to use my Massacre, and I'm going to take you to one example. So woo! Alright, and we pop up and we're right at the Kurasks themselves. So, against these Kurasks, why am I not hitting? Oh, duh. Can't use the leaf. You have to use special weapons to kill Kurasks. So we're actually going to go over here, which is actually what I meant to do. I just thought maybe we'd save some time with the Kurasks, but apparently can't do those yet without the special gear. I thought they had taken that away. But we're over here. Basically, see, if you watch my prayer is currently at 725 out of 990. And then also on the left, I have my game filters on, so you can see everything that's going to happen. So if I sit here and kill this Aqua Knight, which will only take a second. Taking years because we had no momentum, and I also didn't use any pots. So pop them right there. And 725 goes to 825. There you go. So as you see on the left, it says, as you bury the bones, your necklace restores 100 prayer points. So that's because they drop big bones. The higher level the bones are, the more prayer you're going to be recovering while you're doing this. And so as I'm sitting here killing these, you can easily just go ahead and turn on your prayer. Like I'll turn on Anguish, I'll turn on SS, and then you can just sit here and use your threshold abilities or whatever. And you want to make sure that you keep dropping the enemy that you're killing. Like you want to drop them pretty quickly in order to keep the prayer maintained. But as you can see, When it dies, my prayer right there, right back to full. So that's basically it. You just sit here and you can do your Slayer tasks like this. Slayer tasks doing it this method are far more effective than doing it without using Infinite Prayer. The reason why is because you can activate all these different things. You can have Berserker going here to keep your stats from your potions going. You can keep the, obviously, like the Anguish Torment, whatever, to keep their stats drained while your stats are pumped up high. You can keep Soul Split on if you want to make it so that you just continuously gain health, so you would never have to use food on any of your trips. You also don't have to use prayer potions on any of your trips using this too. Keep a note, the Demon Horn Necklace does not run out of charges. There are no charges, and also, same thing with the Bone Crusher. There are no charging or anything like that, so it makes that extremely easy to use. And actually, Aquanites themselves right here are actually a really good place to do this, mostly because they do drop big bones, and so you'll have more than enough time to fully recover your prayer in between kills. Or more of like when they die, you'll gain plenty of prayer from them, and then they do give quite a bit of money and great farming experience. So I'm going to finish killing this last one here. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of jumping on me. I'm just going to go ahead and run now. So next place we're going to be going is I'm going to show you the other way of doing the Infinite Prayer. Now, this method, you need to have the attuned ectoplasmator, and as you see right here, I have it in my pocket slot, so that's where you can keep that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Blood Belt one, so I'm going to teleport, and we're going to go to the first floor. So this is basically the exact same thing, but what this entails is monsters that have a 100% drop rate of ashes. So a really good example that nearly everyone has done before is the Abyssal Demons. So if I sit right here on Abyssal Demons, I'll go ahead and turn that on so I don't die from them since I'm using range. Not the greatest idea to use range here, by the way. It just doesn't work out the greatest. So as you can see right there, 928 on my prayer, back up to full. And as you can see on the left, the ectoplasmator absorbs the ashes and your necklace restores 150 prayer points. So these drop ashes that are higher level than the big bones, so it just gives you a higher tier amount of restored prayer. Something you want to keep in mind is you have to be wearing the Demon Horn Necklace. You cannot just do this by wearing an ectoplasmator, and you cannot do this by just having the Bone Crusher. You have to be wearing both items at once. You don't have to wear all three. You just have to wear Bone Crusher plus Demon Horn if you're doing bones, and then ectoplasmator plus Demon Horn if you're doing ashes. So it's altogether it's pretty simple. It will make your Slayer tasks far more enjoyable. You can also wear the Bone Crusher and Demon Horn combo at when you go to do Armadillo, because the Armadillo boss and the generals in the Armadillo room drop quite a bit of bones, so you can heal almost all of your prayer back, or it'll basically allow you to use Anguish the entire time during that fight. So keep in mind that there are some bosses that doing this method is very, very effective for. And then there are some enemies where they would be way harder if you weren't doing this, such as Erets. Erets, you can sit there and you can have a whole bunch of different prayers going and just bashing them in, rather than using all your potions and everything else, and you just wouldn't be, it would just be a lot slower. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Go out there and get that Infinite Prayer. Make your Slayer tasks way more fun. And if you have any more ideas for guides you guys like to see, just let me know. And as always, subscribe and like if this helped. And we'll be having more guides coming out really soon. All right, thanks guys.